Hi guys, my name is Bonnie and this is my daughter Reese. We have something we'd like to share with you. This is our first video, so please bear with us. Be patient with us as we navigate our way through it. February. I was feeling very conflicted, was talking to the Lord about the rapture and the timing of the rapture, whether or not it's soon or if it's in the distant future. I've always kind of believed it's in the distant future. I've heard others talk and say that that was not their beliefs. So I wasn't really convinced that it was going to be soon. So I asked him, as I was pondering Matthew 24 and the parable of the fig tree, I asked him to show me a sign. Let me read to you Matthew 24. It says, "Now learn this parable from the fig tree. When its branch has become tender and put forth its leaves, you know that summer is near. So you also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the door. Assuredly I say to you, this generation will by no means pass away until all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words by no means will pass away." So my question was, is the fig tree a symbol of Israel's national privilege and the regathering of the Jews back into the nation in March 1948? Now that was 70 years ago, and this week is our last week of the 70th year. I also wanted to know, how long is a generation? I looked it up, and it could be anywhere from 20 years to 100 years. But in Psalms, it reads, Moses wrote that the days of our lives are 70 years, and if by reason of strength they are 80 years. So I asked the Lord, please show me a confirmation of these things. Could you please send me a dream, more specifically a rapture dream? And if not to me, send it to Reese. And I pondered these things and all these questions that I had. And then the following week, Reese had her first rapture dream, and she wants to share it with you.
Hey, so on February 16th of this year, 2019, I had a dream about the rapture, and I want to share it with you guys. So pretty much what had happened in my dream was that there was a humongous tsunami, and we live in Michigan, so tsunamis do not occur here. And so I went outside on my deck, and my parents and grandparents were outside sitting there and talking. And I asked them what was happening, and they said, the rapture is happening. And I was like, whoa. And then I heard the trumpet. So to more explain this in more details, when the dream first happened, the first thing you saw was this huge wave just coming towards you, and you couldn't that's the only thing you saw, and there was destruction in the waves. And I was really curious about that, because we're in Michigan, tsunamis don't happen here. And so I asked my mom about that, and she was like, well, in the Bible it says in 1 Thessalonians 4:16, it says, "For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a loud command, and with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will be the first to rise." So what this is pretty much saying to me is that there was an earthquake when Jesus died on the cross, and the dead rose again. So I think that that's going to happen again when the rapture comes, and then because earthquakes trigger tsunamis, and Michigan is surrounded by 5 Great Lakes, that makes sense logically. And you may be wondering about the trumpet and like what it might sound like. So Mom and I did some research and we found this one. This is a foghorn sound. It's not exact, but it sounds pretty dang similar. So that was pretty much like pretty much what it sounded like, and that was really cool. So yeah, and so another cool thing that I found was that my dad had hung a sign up above our fireplace mantle, and it is Joshua 24:15, and it states, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And it was the evening of that dream, and I was just like, that's pretty cool. But you know what's even cooler? That I'm 12 years old and I got a dream from the Lord. Like, the astonishment right there. And another really nice thing is that, like, Mom prayed about it, like, just a week earlier. Like,
Confirmation.
Yeah.
Confirmation. Incredible.
Yeah, so that was just, like, really cool to me.
Well, is there anything else, Reese, that you want to add to that?
I mean...
He's returning soon.
You guys just need to remember that he loves you, and, like, you might be, like, this sinner, and you may have done a lot of bad things in your life, but, like, he doesn't care. He loves you. Just, like, ask for some forgiveness. I mean, because, like, I hear it's going to get real bad down here on Earth, so you just need to, like, get ready and prepare yourself.
That's very good, Reese. You know, if you remember nothing else from this video, Romans 10 says that all who call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's all. Every living soul. So it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. He loves you, like Reese said, very much, and he wants you to be taken in the rapture with all the other believers. So that's it. We love you guys. God bless. You guys have a great, great week. Bye-bye.
Bye.